So, good morning and good afternoon, rather. So, let me just share my screen. So, in this class, we are going to do a recap of some things we have done so far. What we'll be doing today is more of we talk about procedures, step procedures, triggers, and that's okay. So today, I will first of all do a recap on what we call subquery and I'm not using this. I don't want to use this connection. So okay. So what? So we talk about I'll talk about subquery, and I will talk about a particular property you can add to your table when you are creating it. So first of all, let me start with subquery. In the previous class, I talked about what we call correlated subquery and non-correlated subquery. Correlated subquery. Correlated or uncorrelated subquery. So, put that 10 minutes. So, okay. Okay, good. So, also we have what we call a single row subquery and a multiple row subquery. Now, we have what we call single subquery and multiple row subquery. Multiple subquery. So about correlated subquery. Now, correlated subquery is the kind of query you write whereby the inner query depends on the outer query. So you can't run the inner query without having the outer query return a result. So first of all, let me talk about correlated subquery. So I can use the employees table in SQL HR to do this. So I will say select star from employees. Now say where salary so let me give this an example. Say E1 go salary in or salary greater than all of select star from employees. Now where so let me call this E2 E1 dot let's say employee, so yeah, E1 dot employee ID is equals to E2 dot employee ID. Let me run this. Oh, sorry. Upland should contain more. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. This is not Celesta. select salary. Since I'm comparing salary, so I have this. So this is not going to return anything. So let me just put n here. Okay. Okay, let me put offices here then. So offices. Compare by offices. Okay, I don't have salary. I don't have. Okay, let me put office ID here. Office underscore ID. Office underscore ID. Let me just put less than. Then I'll say office ID from here. We have office ID instead of employee ID. And so let's see this. Okay, I don't have any less than. Let's say less than. Which you know about greater than. Okay, let's say something like this. So I don't want to. Since we are doing comparison, look at this. We have a result. So this returns. It does a select star from offices where it found office ID equals to the office ID I select from here, that I have something in common with employees. So this is the result that we have here. Now this actually returns, this is just a select star from employees, so you don't get it to that. But I just want to explain this correlated subquery. Now this subquery, this is the subquery that is inside this select statement. This is the subquery that is inside. Now I cannot run this guy that I select here without, this guy cannot run unless this guy has returned something. So how do we know that? So if I should highlight this now and I should click on run, it's not going to run, it's going to return an error, as you can see here. So it means this cannot return anything. This query cannot run except this guy is going to look up for this guy for result. So this guy is going to look up to this guy for it to return something. So that is a perfect example of correlated subquery. So let's talk about uncorrelated subquery now, or non-correlated subquery. Okay, now let me just copy this and do something like this. So here I'll remove this condition here and now say where office ID less than 11. So let me run this. Now look at this result now. If I should run this guy, this subquery, I'm going to have something. So you can see I have a result. It means this guy does not depend on this guy, but it's this guy that actually depends on this guy. This guy also does not depend on this guy. I can run this guy that's on top, without me running this guy. But this guy is only complete with this real clause. But the point is that this guy can run independent of this guy. But in the first case, this guy cannot run independent of this first guy. So that's just a typical example of that. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Okay, I want to talk about, I want to talk about something. So let's try and create a particular table. I'm going to use my DB. I'm going to use my DB in this case. So let me create a table called uh, create table clothes. Then what are the things that will be inside? Let me put ID as int. Now I want to create type of clothes. Let me say clothes type. So I don't want to waste much time on this. Clothes type. That might have been okay. I'm going to use what we call a none. So I will say t-shirt. T-shirt. Yes. Or blouse and skirt. Blouse. Now, I think these are spelled down. So I can say suit. Okay, and I can put the data type there. Save part check. This buy finish. Okay. So okay, so let me run this stuff now. Okay, I've created a table now called notes. So let me do select start from notes. Select start from notes. Now let me insert into it. Insert into like ID1. So here let me put shirt. But you notice that shirt is not in what I enumerated. So let me try and insert it to this. So I didn't put values. Values. You can see I have an error here. Data truncated for column post type. Now let me put t-shirt. Let me run it again. Inserted. So let's do a select start from close. So the essence is that if I'm enumerating using this property, it means I can only put what is enumerated here. You can only insert whatever category is enumerated in the column. So you can't put anything outside what is inside the category. That it is case sensitive. Let me put small letter T here and after that page. Okay, it is not. I still have to shift. So that's the importance of this guy. You might want to create a column whereby you want to create a table whereby a column only takes specific set of, just like you are doing Google form. It says someone to choose between this guy, but in this guy you are just inserting. So this table cannot take anything outside this category. So if you put anything outside this category, you have an error. So that's the essence of this property, and it's really a nice, very nice. This class will be quite short. So that's the importance of this. Now, I talked about correlated and non-correlated scores. So I want to talk about single rows of query and multiple rows of query. Now look at this guy now. Let me just use this guy to explain now. Single rows of query. Now let me run this guy. Okay, let me run this. I think someone is in the lobby. Hello, welcome Abiela. You mean that I've started the class already? Welcome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So now I'm talking about I've talked about single rows of correlated subquery and non-correlated subquery. I did a review on that. Now we are doing make use of a property. Now I created this table clothes. Then we have a column ID with integer data type. Now we have another column called clothes type. So I'm using what we call the enumeration property. Now, so if I'm using this property, you can say I enumerated some categories in this place for the column. So it means if you want to insert into this table and you want to insert into this column what we call clothes type, you cannot insert into this clothes type anything that is outside this category.
Okay.
So I've inserted t-shirts with ID 1, t-shirts with ID 2. So let me try and insert another thing. Say, let me insert skirt. So it is not case sensitive. You can type skirt any way you like. So let me insert skirts now. The ID 3. Doesn't matter, it's not a permanent key. I didn't put it as a permanent key. So this is done. Let me do a select star. You can see ID 2 skirt. Now let me put something that is not there. Glasses. And see I have an error. Say data truncated for column clothes type. So I cannot do this. So that's the so it means that the essence of this one is that if you have a table and there's a particular column whereby you don't want something outside a particular category to enter into that table, into that column, then if you do something like this, then okay, maybe clothes type, you don't want anything outside this category. If you want to insert, you cannot insert outside this category. So let's check out the description of the table itself. Describe, let's say describe clothes. Clothes. Clothes.
Yes.
You can see the clothes type, enumeration. You can see everything here that you can. This is what you can insert into it. So that's fine. Now we talked about correlated subquery and non-correlated subquery. So this is an example of correlated subquery. Why? Because if I should run this guy, this select statement here, this select statement here, this select statement here that is here depends on this guy. So you cannot run, this guy cannot run without this guy running first. So if I should run this guy now, if I highlight this guy, try and click on run, I have an error. So it means I can't run this guy without that guy. So, but if I should run the whole script, I have a result. Oh, sorry. If I should run the whole script, happen. Okay, I'm not using SQL HR. So let me do that again. So let me try and run this subquery that's in here. So that I still have an error. So let me run everything. You have this result. But non-correlated subquery, if I should run what is inside here, it will still give me a result, which is this. So this guy does not depend on this guy. That's what we call non-correlated subquery. But if I should run the whole query, here's what I have. Okay. So we talk about single row subquery. Single row subquery are the kind of subquery that only returns a single result, like a single row without a single, let's say a single row. So, but look at this guy now. This guy is not a single row subquery. This guy here. But if I should run it, I have more than one row. So this is an example of multiple rows of query. And these are the kind of operator you use with it. You cannot use equal to. Now if I should put equal to here now, if I say where office ID equals to all of this, we cannot say equals to all of this. So you can if I should want this, you are going to have an error. See here. You are going to have an error. So equal to all this equal to this. Let me use greater than 2. Greater than error 2. So all these comparison operators, they don't work with multiple rows of query. They only work with single rows of query. So, but if I should put equality sign here now, instead of me saying equality sign, so it means that select office ID where office ID is equal to 11. This guy is going to return just a single result. Let's see. So you can see that it's only return one single result, which is 11. So it means that this guy, if I should run it to this greater than now, it's going to work. It returns something, but because it doesn't return any row, but it's not giving me an error. But if I should put less than, I'm going to see this now. So they only work with a single row. So if I want to use a subcode that is going to return multiple rows, so let's say for this instance now, less than 11, this guy is going to return multiple results, which is this. So if I want to say okay, I can say less than any, or so if I specify that greater than any now, any of these. So this is not going to return an error. So you can see greater than any of these. If I say greater than all, it's going to return for 11, because we are saying that okay, set of they are less than 11. So it's going to give me all the numbers less than 11. But what is the office ID that is greater than all of those that are less than? It is 11 itself, because the highest there is 11. So that explains the concept of single rows of query and multiple rows of query. You use your comparison operator. You use less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. Like for single rows of query. Now for multiple rows of query, let me put. So for multiple rows of query, this is going to be quite short. Now for multiple rows of query, use any, all, means any and all, along with comparison operator. I didn't put not equals to here. Sometimes this not equals to is either this or this guy or this guy. This. Along with your comparison operator, which are this guy. Which are this guy. Multiple. Okay. Now, are we clear with that?
Yeah, I think yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's take a look at stored function. Stored procedure in lesson 10 before. And I believe we got the concept of stored procedures, right?
Stop.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm making one or two things like this.
We talked about stored procedures. Now, let's look at stored functions. Let me just say functions. Functions. Or user-defined function. So you're the one that wants to create it in this case. Functions are kind of functions you create to achieve your own personalized task, because it's you that created it. Unless it's the kind of function you build, maybe a developer, you just build it for, okay, they can add it to all these functions in SQL. Because as a data analyst or data engineer, you create stored functions for your own personal use. You create them for your own personal use, except for all these functions that are already created. So you can use inbuilt functions in your stored functions. Doesn't it's not a restriction. So how do we create function? Okay, before I go to that, there is a third procedure I created in the one class that I was trying to do something like. It is no. So I created trigger. But anyways, let's just move on. But let me just do something before I enter into this place. So you can do something. I think you can do something like this. Create table if not exists. If not exists, create table if not exists. Say clothes. You know that clothes exist. Shey you know.
Yes, yes, it does.
So let me put under my DB clothes exist. So create table if not exist clothes. So let me call it ID int type type bar chart 25. Let me just end this and let me keep running. Now instead of you to have an error, you have a warning. It says case table it says table clothes already exist. So you can use this guy to override a situation whereby you just want to create table and we don't know whether it exists or not. So instead of it to give you an error, so you to just give you a warning that, okay, my guy, this thing don't exist before. Do you understand? So I was just trying to say, okay, in this there's a trigger I created in the one class. I can't remember the exact class. So I was trying to say, do something like before insert, blah blah blah, do something. Okay, let's say I want to create a stop procedure now. Let's say my procedure is this. Okay, let's say my procedure is this. So let's say my procedure is this. Create procedure. So let me check my DB. I have let me check what's inside okay, first of all, let me write this procedure. So create procedure max insert. Now, though I don't want to use procedure to. So I want to create this procedure in any way. So maybe you want to do something like create procedure. Then inside the procedure, you want to like, okay, um, so you want to write, okay, you want to like create table inside the procedure. So let's say, so you now use something like if not exists my table. and put whatever thing you like to put inside this. Like that thing you want to write inside, put it inside like that. Then end it, end the procedure. You know, you want to run the procedure, you say call max insert blah blah blah, right? Are you with me?
I'm with you.
So, so you want to call the procedure, you say call max underscore insert, then it has an input can do something like that. So you know, if you want to call it, it's going to run the procedure, it's going to run the query from top to bottom. It's going to start from create table. The first time you run the procedure, it's going to create table, right?
Yeah.
If you want to run the if you want to run the procedure again, it's going to start from create table. So since you have put, you know, the table has already been created. So if you have put create if not exist, it will just give you, it's just run this guy, it will give you one, okay, the table exists. Then it will run the other thing that is inside. But if you don't put this scenario here, if you call it the first time, fine, it's going to create table. But if you want to call it the second time, it's not going to run the procedure because it's going to give an error because this table already exists. But because this condition is there, this one will just bring a warning, then go on with the next thing you have inside the procedure. So that's the essence of putting something like this uh, inside your query. So that is by the way.
Okay.
So let's go to creating user defined functions. So I want to go to another tab. This is so user defined. So let's say I want to create function. So use the create function. Let me see. Say, how do you say hello? Say hello. Say hello is not taking an input. Then let me say string. So I don't want to use my string. My string is what is going to take. Okay, it's going to be a varchar. Varchar, let's say 20 or 25. Input and let's say take this. Okay. So I wanted to do something for me. Let's say I want to say hello, then add that other guy into it. Then add the other guy into it. So I want to do this function whereby you should be able to attach what do you call it? Attach this my string to it whenever I call it. Why is it giving me this error? I don't say hello. So let me see. It's going to return VM like concat underscore WS. So concat underscore WS means concat with separator. So a space hello and my string my string my underscore. hello uh, underscore my screen. So I think let me put begin here. Begin to do this. I don't like something like this time. And but I'm still I'm still wondering why I'm having that error in bad job. Anything that so maybe this guy unnecessary my screen specify bad job. I might not necessarily need this guy. So return return why am I
Well, that is very cool.
using this guy? Is there something else? Identify. Okay. So I might not necessarily need that guy. So let me see. I have an error. Okay, okay. Let me just deterministic. Okay, I have this guy. So most of the time you use this deterministic when you're creating a function. This is going to bring out an output in this regard. So if I want to use this function now, I can just let's say I can use the employees table. Say select, I'll say select, let's say select first name, comma, say it's under my DB, under my DB, under my DB. Don't know under my DB. I don't know whether I'm going to, I'll be able to use it. I mean, let me try whether I can use it with SQL underscore HR. So select first name, select first name, comma, say hello first name, hello first name, from SQL underscore HR. Let me see what I need. So I have an error. So let me just use the my DB. Let me just use tables in my DB. So select star from SQL underscore class. What can I use here? I can use I have first name also. So I'll just edit this one and put SQL underscore class. Ah. Unknown column my string include list. Ah. I don't know why we have this guy. Okay, let me do something like this. So let's say CLU. Select CLU. So let me put the string, say regular. I just want to test run this. It means that there's something wrong with this function I created. There's something. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I made a mistake. Sorry, I made this. Let me do up the function. Did you see the mistake I made?
I'm not sure.
What was saying? If you see what I did here, I put NI, NMAN.
Oh, no, oh, not MY. Oh
So,
God.
so let me just put N here and do it again. So at least. So let me run this again. You can see.
Okay.
So you can see we have after so let's choose the first name, then say any first name. You just say hello, then the first name is and then so let me check whether I can use SQL HR again. Yes. Employees. SQL. Okay, I can use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a basic function. That's a basic function. You can go as far as create something that's very useful to your daily routine on that with that regard. So you are not restricted. So I don't have something in my head that I can use to create something. So you can explore and create something like that. So whether maybe next class we have something I can create that
All right.
so I can talk about that in the next class. So now the next thing I want to do is create uh how to create events. Let's talk about events. What's what's an event? So what's the essence of creating an event? Hmm? What is the essence of creating an event? I'm asking you now.
Okay. Um, event.
Okay, event is. Are you with me?
Come with a task or something.
You said
I'm with you.
perform.
To perform a task or something.
Something like that. But creating an event is like you are creating a job scheduler. So you have something that's like a daily routine you do when you get to work,
Okay.
maybe every morning, maybe around 9 o'clock. Instead of having to do that thing manually, since it's a normal routine, like you can schedule the job whereby you don't need to go to log into SQL. As long as the server is running, that guy is going to perform the job for you before you even open the system. So let's say let me use SQL HR uh, database too for as an example. So we have employees data there now. So let's say you want that guy to give you an update, or okay, let me use this BTC data that I have here. Select uh, from BTC. Yeah. So this is a Bitcoin data set. It's coming in a on daily basis, as you can see here. So let's say you need to update this guy on a daily basis. Now you have closing price here, you have opening price here, you have all of this. So all of this data is being updated somewhere, maybe in a particular database or something, and you need to be updating this guy since on a daily basis. So every day, are you with me?
I'm with you.
So you can just schedule, create an event that is going to go to where this guy, the historical database guy is, and pick. Maybe you have it, you have this data till today. You have all the data till today. So this guy, all this guy is going to do is just okay. By the time it is okay, you don't have today's data. You don't have today's data, for example, because today's data has not ended. So by tomorrow, this guy should have today's data. Are you with me? So you are
I'm
creating
with you.
an event whereby by tomorrow, before you get to the office, this guy has dropped today's data here. So by next tomorrow, this guy will have gotten tomorrow's data into this table. So it goes into that database daily to pick the daily data that enters that particular database, that particular table. So let's say I want to create a table now. Okay, I want to create a table now. Say select. So I want to create a table. Create.
It's me. You it's me.
Let's say create table. Uh, Let me call it my BTC table. Now, what is going to be inside this table as is going to be price and the opening price as select. So I'll just copy this guy and put it here. Comma. So you copy feed name, comma, put it here. Yeah, 1 is equals to 2. This one is just going to going to create a structure of the table for me. So I've done that. So let's say select star from my underscore BTC table. You have this. So let's just say start from BTC again. So I want to create an event that will go to this guy and pick the closing price and opening price and put it inside this table I just created for. So since I'm doing it in this class now. So I know how to do it maybe to go daily since it's something I want to explore in this class. But I'll give you an instance of create a daily, or it can be monthly, it can be even weekly. So let's create an event. Create event. So create event. I'll say I'll call it daily tracking or daily BTC tracking. So what does this daily BTC tracking do? Okay, create this on schedule. Okay, sorry. On schedule every minute. So create this. What is this one doing? Create event daily schedule on schedule every minute. So I have to specify every 1 minute. Every 1 minute. Okay, create. I don't know what this one is giving me. It's giving me this error. I'm not spending minutes. Okay. So create this guy on schedule every 1 minute. So every 1 minute, what do I want you to do? Insert into what? My BTC. You know my BTC table is empty now. Are you there?
I mean, yes, I mean.
Okay, insert into my BTC table. What should you insert? Select select. So let me just copy and paste. Select this guy and opening price. So insert into this, select opening price from BTC table. I want to put a clear where close. Okay, I'll say I'll say where date, have date column there, where date is equals to select max date from BTC. So I think where date is equals to select max date from BTC. Where date is equals to, I don't know how I'm having this. Let me copy this to another since giving you. Okay. So insert into this guy. What should we insert? Select insert into this guy. Select using this from BTC. Where date is equal to I don't know why I'm having this. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay. Okay. Let me put a bracket. Let's see. Maybe it's going to have sense now. Ah. That's not. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't put do this. Okay. Create event daily BTC tracking on schedule every 1 minute. Do this. So do insert into my BTC schedule, select building price, opening from BTC where date is equals to select max date. So the aim of this guy is that okay, go to this guy, give me the closing price or opening price for the maximum date, so for the latest date. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
So since it's a daily kind of data, you might want to put every 1 day here or something. So, but for the purpose of the class, so let's see for every 1 minute whether it's going to do that job. So it means that there's going to be repetition because our BTC table is not being updated. You understand? So
Yeah.
so first of all, let me run this select max date from BTC so that we know that we know what is going to input to that. So for that 7th of and 23rd of July 2020. So let's create this thing, scheduler, this event. So this event has been created. So let's wait for some minutes. So it should have inserted these guys. So let's just select star from my BTC underscore table. I said okay, that's already inserted for a particular. So if you wait for another minute, it's going to insert again. So it's going to do it for every 1 minute. It's going to do it. So let's wait again. So it should be a repetition of this since the maximum date is still the same. So let's it has started another one.
Yes. Yeah. Another minute.
Okay, let me even close my SQL. I've closed my
Okay.
SQL. Let's close for 3 minutes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as the server is running, it's going to do
So you
that.
keep updating.
It's keep updating for every 1 minute. So let's just chill again. I've closed my SQL workbench. I'll try and open it maybe after 2 and see. There's only 2 rows that is there now.
Yeah.
Now.
So
Okay, let me try and open the workbench again. Okay, I think okay. So let me go to okay. So let's do a select star commit. Can you see that? Hello.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Yeah.
So whether the workbench is not open or whether it is open, as long as the server is running, this is going to. So it's a very interesting thing. So that's automation. That's automation. You don't need to have to come and do something that you you do like a normal routine. Just you don't have to be physically available for that thing to be done. You just automate it by creating an event. I'm going to do the job. So let me just drop the event and so that it not bombard my table. So I'll just drop events uh daily. I think that is good. So so let me see my business if it did what I so so I want to do daily BTC in this case now. So the on schedule every minute do what delete from this table this guy uh okay let me do something like this delete yeah delete. I want to see whether this is going to work out. Yeah, okay, delete this guy. No. So let me just move this guy. So so every 1 minute delete from my BTC table and my ready to put. So if I just do this, you just read the whole table for me. Just read everything that's inside the table. So let me create this event. So this is gonna be created. So after 1 minute, everything inside my BTC table should be deleted. So you can even call a procedure uh inside the event. So you can do calling procedure inside. So let me see. You have the stop procedure here. Uh, let me check here. I don't have a stop procedure here. I think I should have an SQL invoice in there. This one is invoice per day. So I can call this procedure. If I want to see what is inside this procedure, This one is to 1, and just on this guy. So this is the procedure. So begin select start from invoices where invoice this guy. So this was inside this guy. So so in this guy I have to specify the dates or something. So I can tweak this and put this inside that procedure. So let's see. It's already 1 minute. So let's just start from this table. You can see that the table is empty now.
Yeah.
So, so let me drop that event again. Daily BTC. So that's the essence of creating events. So let me create an event that is going to use this procedure. But if you look at this procedure, it's taking an input, which is my date, So I want to do it whereby it's going to be dynamic. Because normally if I want to call this procedure, I have to specify what the date, value I need to put it. So let's say for example, I want to look at this stuff. I want to run this schema. So it's going to request me to put my date, as you can see it.
Okay.
So I want to do it to be dynamic, whereby the event is going to know the date it's supposed to put inside my date. So on schedule every minute. So where is this guy inserting himself? Okay, say select. Okay, select. It's doing select. Okay, on schedule every 1 minute to call. So do call to invoice per day. What is going to be inside is now so let me call this daily invoice call. Daily invoice call. So on schedule every minute do call this guy. So so I want to before I want to try something here. Declare my date. Begin my dates. I need to be. So I want my date to be. Maybe I want my date to be the maximum date. It's supposed to be select maximum dates. Max date. Max dates. In this case, I want to use the invoice table from SQL underscore invoicing invoices. Invoices. this guy. So let me just copy this guy out. I'm doing variable declaration. I don't know. It's not working the way I want it to work here. What if I say the limiter? So, wow. Yeah, it's not working the way I want it to work. Anyways, so I want to declare a variable my date to be the maximum date in invoices table. So I'll be able to pass it into this place so that you know that it is the maximum table. So I'll find a way around this also. Maybe in our next class we'll see that. Okay, so let me click this event that is here. Okay, I think the event has been created. So if this guy just run in the next minute, you should ask me for the dates I'm interested in. Are you still there?
I see it.
Okay. So let's see. So it means if this guy has to run now, it has to prompt me to put the value of my input. Let's do last code. So I want to check something. Let me copy this guy. Oh. What do you see? Okay. So let me do. It's another SQL invoicing. SQL that's called invoicing dot this guy. So it might not have done something. So let me just pass. Let me drop the table, the events first of all. Then let me pass the parameter inside it. 2019 07 21, for example. Let me do this again. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen. You should do a select. You should do that procedure for me in the next 2 minutes. Oh, I have to pass it as a date. Sorry. I'll put the colon and the quotes there. Yeah. So let's do this again. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Another thing, let me go reference it. I think I have to reference it here. SQL invoice what this guy is doing. Sometimes these things, since this guy is not under this particular table